Hi, hello, good evening. You're welcome to MumzibahTalks. So this evening we're gonna be talking about today is not gonna be tonight. It's not gonna be for one part only, like the females or the women, which I had yesterday. Hope you enjoyed that interesting talk and discussion as signs that shows messy thing is going on. All right, thank you. I know you might have learned a lot. So this evening, this podcast or this talk is it's a family podcast. So you can join me if anybody can join me for this. Okay, because it's very important. Okay. So today's topic is going to be very, very blunt. And today's topic is called You Are Not Your Own. Okay? You are not your own. All right? So You Are Not Your Own is a podcast that is going to be, going very deep, a bit spiritual, but altogether, but spiritual in other sense is all working for the good of your home and your marriage. So let's dive in. Welcome to MumzibahTalks, where we explore the depths of faith and relationship. In today's episode, we're gonna dive into the topic that has to deal with faithfulness and the sacred commitment of keeping our bodies for our spouse. In a world filled with temptation and instant gratification, how can we maintain our fidelity and honor the vows we made? All right, so get ready because we are going to be discussing significance of faithfulness in marriage, the challenges we face, the practical strategies for preserving the sanctity of our bodies for our partners. All right, okay, please don't go. Please share this podcast. A lot of people need to learn. By so doing, you are saving a lot of persons out there. So number one, faithfulness in marriage is not solely about abstaining from physical infidelity, but it's also about remaining loyal, devoted, and committed to your partner. It's a sacred commitment that goes beyond surface level, reaching deep into the core of your being. Okay? By remaining faithful, you honor the spirit bond you share with your spouse. It's an act of reverence of the sacredness of the marital union and the vows you made. It reflects our respect for the divine design of marriage and our willingness to uphold its sanctity. Emotionally, faithfulness creates a safe and secure environment within the marriage. It fosters trust and allows both partners to feel valued, cherished, and respected. When we are faithful in our relationship to our spouses, we cultivate an atmosphere of emotional intimacy where vulnerability and open communication can thrive. Faithfulness plays a pivotal role in building a deep and lasting connection between spouses. It forms what I call the foundation upon which trust can be established. If you follow most of my talks about relationship, you will see that I'm keen on trust because it's the bedrock of any thriving relationship. It doesn't matter where the man may be. If there is trust in that relationship, your spouse have trust for you and you also for your spouse, and is genuine and proven, the relationship goes a long way. Okay, so allowing the relationship to grow and flourish. The more faithfully we honor our bodies, knowing that our bodies is not for us, okay, but for our spouse, the stronger the bond it becomes, enabling us to weather the storms of life together and experience true companionship. Ultimately, understanding this sacred commitment of faithfulness in marriage help us to realize that it is not about the physical act, but a holistic expression of love, devotion, okay, and loyalty. It enhances the spiritual and emotional dimensions of our relationship, strengthening the connections and bringing forth a deeper sense of fulfillment and joy. All right? Okay. So I believe you're understanding all this that I've been saying. Okay? When you're in a relationship, you have to know that you're not living for yourself anymore. Okay? You're not living for yourself anymore. You're not living for your appetite. You're not living for your pleasures. You are now living for the pleasure and the passion of you and someone. Someone you chose that is so dear to your heart. Okay? Alright. I know there could be a lot of challenges to faithfulness. Okay? That marriages in today's society faces. And what could those challenges be? Infidelity, the influence of social media, social norms, traditions of people, what my friend says, what is trending now. You know, women be your own and men be your own. You can cheat, passwording of your phones. Okay? Passwording of your phones, it's giving the ticket to a world that you most time might not be able to control. It's like a wildfire. I'm keen on this because this is the pathway. Secrecy in marriage can end that marriage like a wildfire. When there is openness in a relationship, when there is transparency in a relationship, it helps the relationship to thrive. Everybody in the relationship is happy. Everybody in the relationship is safe. The relationship boat might not be envisaged to sink any moment from that time. It can go farther, most time to the end, to the offshore. A lot of things, challenges to faithfulness in marriages, like cultural pressures on fidelity. Sometimes it's not easy to really keep faithfulness in a relationship because of things we face in our daily lives, like in the office. Like, before I give you this bread as a woman, as a married woman, you have to pull down your body for me. Like some men, some women who are married, who are bosses, seducing young guys, and you know you are a married man, you have a lovely home, and you let your body to it for a pleasure that could last for a while, but take away your peace in where you're going to. We are talking about marriage. We are talking about possible ways to make it work. We are talking about possible ways to make relationships sweet. Your body is not your own. Your body is for your spouse. Let's not talk about God yet. Let's talk about the nature of the marriage. The day you swore and went into a relationship with your spouse, you exchanged your bodies. The ring you give to your spouse is giving your body to your spouse, giving your soul, giving your mind, giving your feelings to your wife. And the one that your wife did is giving hers to you, exchanging your pleasure and soul. Of course, you were so in love while doing that. But the day I wanted to do that, I took a pause when the Reverend Father asked me to put the ring on it. I had to think. I'm going for a journey. a journey where I am pledging myself. I thought about it within a pause. If in this journey He's not potent for me, can I bear it? If in this journey we are going to, He's not faithful, how long can I go? Lord, I need You as my strength. You have to think about it. Before you pants down as a woman, as a man, in your relationship, just take a brief moment to think. It's no longer mine. Oh yeah, you can do that when you were single, then go to ask God for forgiveness. But now, when you're married, you have to know that your body is not yours anymore. It's for your spouse. You swore it on the altar. You swore it before tradition. That is for your spouse. And you must be faithful to the thing that has been entrusted into your hands. You must be faithful in keeping your word. That's what makes you a man. That's what makes you a human. That's what makes you matured. There could be a lot of challenges in today's society. Influence of the social media, naked people all about. Imagine you had a fight with your wife at night, and then during that night you're scrolling through your phone and you saw a nude woman asking you, just chat me up. You have to be careful. In whatever it may be, take a pause to remember that this is no longer mine. It's sold out. It's sold out. It's no longer for me. It's no longer mine. Faithfulness is very important. In your daily notions, think about it. It's no longer mine. I have to be faithful. I have to keep it. You can say, she only touched me, he only touched me, he didn't come into me. It's not yours. Have you imagined how you will feel? Have you imagined if you were in that shoes, someone or your spouse is doing that to you? Do you know how it hurts? Your body is no longer yours. After saying I do, it's an exchange. Cultivate a faithful mindset. Discussing the importance of self-awareness and personal growth in remaining faithful, exploring the role of open communication, trust, and vulnerability in nurturing a faithful relationship, sharing strategies for developing a strong foundations of faithfulness, including accountability and intentional decision making. You have to be intentional about your decision making if you want to grow a faithful mindset to your spouse. If you are a man who you know that your weakness is a woman and the women you're always around with are whorish women, you are deceiving yourself. Stay away from women. Stay away from them. If you are a woman and you know that you cannot hold your body, when you are around a man who has a broad chest, you're already dripping, stay away from such men. Because you'll only be doing yourself more harm than good. Your body is no longer yours. Don't be selfish about it. Own your words. The day you married, you gave your word, so own your words. I believe in us here to ponder about all this. Ultimately, understand the sacred commitment of faithfulness in marriage. Help us to realize that it is not just about physical acts, but a holistic expression of love, devotion, and loyalty. It enhances the spiritual and emotional dimension of our relationship. It strengthens our bond, our connection, and bringing forth a deeper sense of faithfulness and fulfillment and joy. I want you to ponder over this when you go to bed. Wherever you're going to tomorrow, think about it. Start working on your home. It's a beautiful home you have. No matter the challenges you're facing, you can bring out the best from it. I believe in you. It's working. So keep on saying to your marriage, it's working. Join me tomorrow on Early Morning Wake Up Tea with Mumzibah. We'll be talking about a lot that is going to gear you for the day. I love you. From your host, Mumzibah. Bye now.